Hello, class. I'm going to show you a few of your workbook examples from your co-rec number 4 for statistics. This is concerning order of operations, also called PEMDAS. And, oh, it's crazy because your workbook doesn't have pages, right? Sorry about that. I don't know why your workbook doesn't have pages, but I apologize for that. But it does have here slide 16, order of operations right here. And PEMDAS, let me write down here what PEMDAS, it's a memory mnemonic. PEMDAS is a memory mnemonic. Hopefully I spelled that right. Memory mnemonic. PEMDAS. And it stands for please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You know, it's really adorable is when you teach children this memory mnemonic. Children are so innocent. They will often say, "But Miss, I don't have an Aunt Sally," right? That's cute. This is just a memory mnemonic to help you remember the steps. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So the P in please stands for the first step. You want to perform all operations inside parentheses and inside other grouping symbols. So of course parentheses look like this. Other grouping symbols could look like the brackets. Or the other grouping symbols, these are kind of hard to draw. The curly braces. Those you see on your keyboard uh, where you have next to the capital P and the enter, you got the brackets, and then you also have the curly braces on that key, but they're kind of hard to draw. So if you ever need to draw them, just make sure they don't look like parentheses, make sure they don't look like brackets, and then you're good. Anything else, we know that you intended to write a brace there. The E stands for simplifying, number 2, simplifying expressions containing exponents, square roots, or absolute values. Okay. The other thing I wanted to stress about number 1, performing operations inside grouping symbols, is that, you know, to have a true first step, we're talking about like, you know, operations in math are adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. So if you have something like that, like 2 plus 3 in size, see how you're adding, that would give you 5. Okay. Or if you had something like 6 divided by 2, right? That would give you 3, but that's an operation inside. So if you only had 6 inside parentheses, that's not a step 1. 6 just inside parentheses, that's not a step 1, okay? Um, or or just a 3 inside print, that's not a step 1. You've got to have an operation, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing inside the grouping symbols. That's a true step 1. You got to have an operation. One of these operations in at least one. Sometimes you'll have more than one, but you do have to have at least one. Yeah, so that if you just had, and I'll write it on a different sheet of paper, but if you, well, I'll just write it here. If you had, for example, just like a 6 inside parentheses, this is not step 1. This is not a step 1, which is the P. All right. So this is not, okay? All right. So second step is exponents, square roots, or absolute values. So for the second step, just write some notes here. Exponents would be something like, let's say you had 4 cubed, okay? This is 4 times 4 times 4, right? 4 cubed. Okay, that's an exponent where 4 is called the base and the exponent is called the 3. And usually you have a little key on your graphing calculator you have a, oops, you have a little key here, this little hat key. So I hit 4, then I hit this little hat key, and then 3. So 4 times 4 is 16, and then 16 times 4 is 64. So oftentimes you want to use this hat key. I call it a hat key, or sometimes it's what else is it called? Hat key, HAT, or maybe a cursor key. Okay. Or caret, sometimes it's called a caret key. I'm not sure if they spell it the same way as a carrot or with a K, like carrot. Not sure, but caret, cursor, hat key. All right. So that's exponents. And then square roots. Well, we had the lecture last week. Remember square roots? So if I have like huge number, let's say I had 36 times 36. Let's say I had the square root of 1,296. That means what number times itself. This is called a square root. What number times itself gives you 1296, and it would be 36. 36 times 36 is 1,296. That's second square root of 1296. So second, and then the square root key, second square root key. And then absolute values. Yeah, so remember with absolute values, absolute value measures distance from 0. So absolute value measures distance from 0. So if I had the absolute value of 8, that's just 8. If I have the absolute value of a -5, that's just 5. So absolute value, if I have a number line here, and here you are with 0, and here you are, and you have like a ruler or a yardstick or one of those stainless steel measuring tapes. Nobody's tapes or rulers have negative numbers on them because they're measuring distance. So here you are at 0, and here's 8 over here. So you think of it as you're moving east, you're moving in the east direction. But when you measure from 0 to 8, that's just 8 units of length. Or you're at 0 and you're going in the opposite direction at -5. So you're heading west, 0, and then out to 5, and you're heading west. But when you look at your length, that's just 5 units of length. 5 units of length, okay? So absolute value measures distance from 0. Okay, so the only way absolute value could be negative is if you have a negative outside of these bars. So if I have the negative absolute value of 8, then that would be -8. Or if I had negative absolute value of -5, then that would be -5. That's the only way that absolute value could be negative, is if you have, this is like a -1. This is like, take the opposite. So this little negative is either a -1, a multiplicative, right? Multiplying by -1, or it says take the opposite. So you know that the absolute value of 8 is 8, and they're like, okay, now I want you to take the opposite of 8, which is -8. The absolute value of -5 is 5, but okay, now we want you to take the opposite of 5, the opposite of that answer. So opposite of 5 is -5. So that's the only way absolute value could be negative, if there's a negative outside of the vertical bars, okay? Okay, and then step 3 and 4 in the PEMDAS, step 3, you have to be careful with these. Step 3 is multiply and divide. And this is from left to right. So you have to be flexible because sometimes you might be multiplying, but then you could turn around and do another problem and you might have to divide first. So this does not mean that you multiply first and you divide. No, it's one or the other. It's multiplication or division. Same thing with adding and subtracting. It's adding or subtracting. So it's whichever operation comes first. So first you've got to exhaust all the multiplying, all the dividing, whichever comes first in that order, whichever comes first in that problem, you do that first. And then the last thing is all the adding and subtracting, but you know, whichever comes first. So it's for these two, multiply, divide, and also add, subtract. Those orders, it's whichever operation comes first. So you got to be flexible. Okay. So just keep those in mind, and I'll try to bring that to your attention when we do them. And then you've got some extra YouTube videos, right? That we have a list that you can look at. So I'll see if I can stress that more. But that's where sometimes people make mistakes is they think that this means multiply first all the time and then divide. They think this means add first all the time and subtract. It does not. It does not mean that. It's you got to be flexible. It's from left to right, whichever comes first. So these can change from one palm to the next. It just depends who appears first. Okay, so no memory mnemonic is perfect. Okay, and that's one of the flaws in this one. But they tell you here, it says perform multiply or division in the order that they appear. See, in the order they appear from left to right. Perform addition or subtraction in the order that they appear from left to right. It tells you that there. So just follow directions, read and follow directions. Okay, so let's look at these examples here. Simplify this problem. Okay, so I'm going to do this by hand. Then I can go back and use my calculator. But remember, when you do take a test, remember when we're done with these 11 co-recs, you are responsible for taking like a test, a respondent's tests on these, right? And so you have to show your work. To get credit, you have to show your work. So I'm not interested in if you can type these in. I'm interested in, do you know, you can type afterwards and check your answer, but your work has to support your answer choices. So you've got to know this order. So you got to do this on paper. So here you need to make sure you do step 1 first, which is the P, right? So 7 minus 5 ends up being 2, right? So you got to do that first because that was step 1. So then you have negative 12 minus 6 times 2. So then now you do this because this is part of the MD, multiplying and dividing. This is part of that step, not step 2, but step 3. And although you don't have division, you've got the multiplication. This is multiplying, and we're looking at 6 times 2. So you need to multiply 6 times 2, which basically is 12. Okay, 6 times 2 is 12. Okay, so now you have negative 12 minus 12. So now this is step 4, which is adding and subtracting, right? So step 4 is the adding and subtracting from left to right, adding and subtracting. And you've got the subtraction. So this is negative 12 plus a negative 12. You're subtracting 12, so plus negative 12. And negative 12 plus negative 12 equals a negative 24. So here you're supposed to add, and you're supposed to keep the negative sign. Okay? So you owe somebody 12 and then you owe somebody else 12. So now you owe a total of $24, assuming you haven't paid them back yet. Okay, now if I go back and check this on the calculator, let's see. So my negative, remember, is down here, sign changer. So I have negative 12, and then take away 6, and then open parentheses, 7, take away 5, close parentheses, and I do get the same thing, okay? But like on a test, if this were a test problem, you do not get full credit if you don't show your work. If you just have the right answer, but you don't show the work in this order, you will not get full credit for that. Maybe a point or two for the correct choice, but you will get docked if you don't show your work. So you've got to follow your steps, okay? Okay, so let's look at the second problem. 6 plus 48 divided by 4 times a negative 2. So notice here that we get to skip step 1, which is the p. We don't have, this is not a true p. This is not an operation inside parentheses. That's just a negative 2 in there. You're not adding, subtracting, multiplying anything to it inside parentheses. You also get to skip step 2, which is the I don't the excuse. I don't see any I don't see any exponents. I don't see any perfect square roots. I don't see any absolute values, okay? But next you want to do step 3, which is the MD, which is multiply or divide. See? And how do you do that? From left to right. So you see, you have division here, and then you have multiplication. So you actually must do this first. Now you might be tempted, human nature, you might be tempted to want to multiply first because you, in school, in the grade school, you learn multiplication facts first, I believe, right? And then you learn how to divide. But you got to be flexible. It's whichever operation comes first. So you want to do 48 divided by 4. So that I can use this to help me. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Okay, and then I can also do this. 48 divided by 12. 12 times 4 is 48. You can also do this. 48 divided by 4. 4 goes into 4 one time. 4 goes into 8. So now you write it again, a new problem with fresh eyes. 6 plus 12 times negative 2. 6 plus 12 times negative 2. So now you're going to do step 3 again, which is MD, multiply or divide. So all you're left with is just times. Okay? So but that's still step 3. That's not step 1, that's not step 2, that's step 3. So 12 times negative 2 is negative 24. So that's 6 plus negative 24. And you don't have to put parentheses around that unless you want to, but it's attention grabber. Hey, look at me, I'm a negative number. But you don't have to. This is 6 plus negative 24. Okay, and now you're going to do step 4, which is the adding, subtracting. So adding or subtracting. You know, which from left to right, whichever comes first. So you've got 6 plus negative 24. And so actually the sign numbers, when you're adding two numbers with different signs, you actually have to subtract. That's the rule. So you're going to do 24 minus 6. And that's a 14, that's a 1. So 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14. It looks like it's going to be 19. 19, 22, 19, let's see. 6 and 6 is 12, 13, 14. So it's actually going to be 8, right? 18. And is it a positive 18 or is it a negative 18? See, these are competing for signs. So do you go with the positive or do you go with the negative? The one that beats out is the one that has the bigger distance. So this one has a bigger distance because remember, the absolute value of 6 is just 6. The absolute value of negative 24 is 24. This one is bigger. This one has the larger absolute value. This one has the bigger distance. And when you backtrack, well, hey, what was its sign to begin with? It was a negative. These two signs are competing. You're adding two numbers with different signs. So they're competing for signs. You go with a positive, you go with a negative. So what you do is you honor the number sign with the larger distance. That's the way the rule goes. When you're adding two numbers with different signs, you honor the number sign with the larger distance. So the 24's got the bigger distance. So you can go with the negative. And even when you check that down here, 6 plus negative 24, 6 plus, and remember the negatives down here. Don't use subtraction, negative right here. 6 plus negative 24, see, it's a negative 18. Okay, and then I go back to the top and I check that up here. I have 6 plus 48 divided by, so 6 plus 48 divided by 4, then times a negative 2. So if you want to put the parentheses, you can, and then negatives down here, negative 2. Sign changer at the bottom, negative 2. So that's a negative down here. And then you get, see, negative 18. See, but you have to show your work. This is a test problem. Got to show your work, and your work has to reflect the order of operations, the steps, because I'm going to be looking for that, okay, on your work when you upload your template within 15 minutes of submitting your tests. Okay, now on the bottom, 3 squared minus 10 squared divided by negative 1 minus 4. Okay, so you're going to have to do this first. You're going to have to do step 1, which is the operations inside parentheses. So this is actually negative 1 plus negative 4, right? Keep, change, take the opposite. That's what the rule says. Keep, change, take the opposite. When you're subtracting, this is you subtracting sign numbers. When you're subtracting sign numbers, keep, change, take the opposite. So negative 1 plus take the opposite, negative 4. And that gives you a negative 5. So here you add and you keep the negative. Okay, you owe somebody 4, you owe somebody 4, you owe somebody 1, you owe a total of 5. So now you have 3 squared minus 10 squared divided by a negative 5. So you can put the parentheses, but you don't have to. Okay, it's a negative 5. The parentheses are just attention grabbers. Hey, look at me, I'm a negative number. Okay, so it's a negative 5. Okay, now you're going to do these here. You're going to do your step 2. Do your step 2. And step 2 is to do with E for exponents. So this means 3 times 3, and then this is 10 times 10, right? So 3 times 3 is 9, and 10 times 10 is 100, right? And if you use this key, or if you use this key, x squared, that will also help too, because see here, 3, see this squared key? Or you can use this hat key. So you have 3 and then you hit squared, or you do 3 caret squared, see, or 3 times 3. Okay, so you do 10 and then you hit the x squared button. Okay, or you do 10 and then the hat and then the 2. Okay, That's 100. Okay, so now when you rewrite it, 9 minus 100 divided by -5. So now we're going to do, now this is, you're going to do step 3, which is MD, which is multiply or divide from left to right, right? So multiply or divide from left to right. Well, you only have the division. You don't have the times in here. So you're going to divide. So 100 divided by 5. 5 goes into 10 twice. Bring down the 0. 5 doesn't go into that. Okay, so it's 100 divided by 5. So 100 divided by 5 is 20. Okay, so now let me come back over here. So now I have 9 minus 20. Okay, so let me come back this way up here. 9 minus 20 is 9 minus 20 is 9 plus -20. Again, you can put the parentheses or leave them off. Again, you're going to subtract 20 minus 9, so that's 10, and then that's a 1. That's 11. And then it's going to be a -11 because the absolute value of 9 is 9, and the absolute value of -20 is 20. And you're going to keep an eye on this one. And see how it's a negative? This one has larger absolute value. Okay, so that has the bigger distance. So these two are competing for signs. You go with this sign because it's got a bigger distance, larger absolute value, bigger distance. Okay, so then if I go back on my calculator and I check that here, I have 3, and then there's that squared, the x squared, minus 10, and if I go with the x squared, divided by open parenthesis, -1 is at the bottom, this little negative at the bottom down here, -1, take away 4, close parenthesis. So this is the little negative sign, this is the sign changer key, and this is the subtraction. Sign changer key and then subtraction. So sign changer key and then there's your subtraction. And let's see if we get the same thing. Enter 29. We didn't get the same thing. We didn't get the same thing. Okay, why not? Let's see, there's an error somewhere. -1 minus 4, it's a -5. Okay, I agree with that. 10 times 10 is 100. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, I agree with that. 100, oh, there's a sign error here. 100 divided by -5, that's where it is. 100 divided by -5, that's where it is. So yeah, 5 goes into 100 20 times, but it's 100 divided by -5. So it's actually going to be a -20. Yeah, I usually don't put my negatives here, but I'll leave it here. But it's supposed to be a -20. So then let's go back to this. So it looks like I have 2 negatives. Sorry. So -20. Okay. Let me come back over here. -20. Okay, let me erase this. Sorry about that. Okay, so then let's see. Oh no, I'm out of liquid paper. No. Oh no. Okay, let me grab one real quick. Okay, so here what's happening is a negative and a negative. Okay, so, 9 minus a negative 20 is, keep, change, take the opposite. So 9 plus opposite negative 20 is 20. Ah, so then we get the 29. Aha, which is what the calculator did, okay? But you see, I don't want to test we definitely check your answers. You should definitely check your answers because see, we made a mistake and catch that. But I'm not just testing on do you know how to type. I want to see your mental capacity, right, for following directions, following the order of operations. And then, yeah, human nature, you can make a mistake like we did down here. One little error here, one little error here, threw this part off. And then that's why you check. And of course, if you hadn't checked it, then I could always give you partial credit, right? Okay, let's show your work. Okay, and then this last one here, let's see. Here's one that has absolute values. See that has absolute values? So you definitely got to figure out, before you can take the absolute value, you got to figure out what you're taking the absolute value of. So you've got to figure out what this is, negative 8 plus 24. So you're adding two numbers with different signs, so you're going to subtract. So it looks like that's going to be 16, and it's going to be positive, see, because this is bigger distance. Absolute value negative 8 is 8. Absolute value 24 is 24. This one happens to have the larger absolute value, which I call LAV. You backtrack, it's positive. So this actually becomes negative 8 plus 24 is actually just going to be 16. But you're taking the absolute value of that. And the absolute value of 16 is just 16. So you should take care of the numerator. Then on the denominator, this is 5 minus 3 squared, which is 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so you've got to do all your multiplying and dividing before you can do your adding and your subtracting. So you've got to do this first. So this is like part of the MD, multiply or divide. Got to do that first. 3 times 3 is 9. And then this is 5 plus negative 9. So you keep and you change, and then you take the opposite. So 5 plus negative 9. So 9 minus 5 is 4, and it's going to be a negative 4 because the absolute value of 9 is 9. Excuse me. Let's see. It's going to be a negative because when you're taking the absolute value, we've got the absolute value of 5, this one, which is 5, and then the absolute value of negative 9, which is 9. And this one has the larger absolute value, and it's a negative. So 9 minus 5 is 4. It's going to be negative 4. So you want to have the number with the larger distance, okay? And then 16 divided by negative 4, that goes into that 4 times, but it's going to be negative 4. Okay, so here you would have to, the only way you could check this, like you can't put absolute values in your, I've never used absolute values on the TI-84, so really the only way you could check this is if you do this, you have to know something about your absolute value. So you'd have to do that on your own. But then down here you could do 5 minus 3 quantity squared. So you see the bottom part is negative 4. And then you could do 16 divided by the negative 4. Okay. Yeah, and so if I ever go a little too fast or whatnot, you can stop the video and go back and rewind it and look at that. Okay, but that's -4 for that. So you just do a partial check. You cannot do it from scratch with the absolute values. So then this last piece here, you have your grouping symbols inside grouping symbols. So you start with your innermost. So start with this first innermost, but definitely focus on this first before anything else, because that's all step one, which is the P, doing operations inside grouping symbols. But then you start innermost. So this is -7 plus -5. So you got to keep and then change that and then take the opposite. So now that's a -12, right? You owe somebody 7, you owe somebody 5, now you owe a total of 12. So you're just adding and you're keeping the negative. So now you have, rewrite it, 5 minus 2, big brackets, 8 plus -12. So you don't have to put parentheses around that. It's a tension grabber. I'm a negative number. That's fine. But now you're still on this, still focus on this, which is still step 1, still, which is doing operations inside grouping symbols. So 12 minus 8 is 4, and this is going to be a -4. And the reason why it's negative is because the absolute value of 8 is 8. The absolute value of -12 is 12. See, this one has the bigger LAV, the larger absolute value, bigger distance. So when these are competing, when you're adding two numbers with different signs and they're competing for signs, you got to honor the one with the bigger distance. And so now you focus on this part here, the 2 times the -4. That's 2 times -4. So now this is not step 2E, but step 3, where we do the multiplying or dividing. So you don't have division, you just have multiplication. Okay. And I would say 2 times -4 is a -8. So now you have 5 minus, and you see this gives you the -8. And here, I think I will put the parentheses. So 5 minus the -8. And I mean, if you don't put it, that's fine. Like then you have that. But in math, two negatives like that, negative, 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 gives you a positive. Keep, change, take the opposite. So that looks like that's 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, right? Looks like that's 13. 8 and 5. So if I go back to the beginning and I type that, so I have 5 take away 2, and I don't have the brackets, but I have the parentheses. So I'm going to use the parentheses for this. Parentheses 8 plus, and then parentheses, then a little -7. So at the bottom, the sign changer, and then -5, and then twice close parentheses. So close parentheses for this, and then close the parentheses for this. So I'm using the parentheses here twice, right, for the brackets. And then let's see if I get 13. Yay, I got 13. Okay. Okay. So there's another, there's a YouTube video on the list that you can look at. And then I have, again, the save PDF notes already on there. And then this video will help you when you work through that. Okay, and then you work on your homework, Connect Math, and there's some on the Show Me and whatnot. They can help you with that too, on the, guided practice and whatnot in Connect Math. Okay, so good luck with that. Take care.